Green flag. Underway here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Wally Beatty on the outside. Seth McMacken hit that tire. He's out. I can see that left front is just not hooked up. Yanked a tie rod or something off the front end of the 41 JR. Wally Beatty in that number 75. Out in front. Stephen Ashcraft in the 56 runs in second. And all the way from the back to the front, the 44 BJ of Brent Jones runs in the third spot with Jeff McGivney fourth. Kane Buckmeyer rounding out the top five. Wally Beatty in that number 75. That's the number his dad used to run out here years ago. And that number 75 now feeling some pressure from Ashcraft for the lead as they go down into turn number one. Beatty goes through the center of the turn, about a car length and a half in between first and second as they go into turn number three. White flag in the air. One more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for the 75 of Wally Beatty. But right there on his heels, who's it going to be? The 56 is Stephen Ashcraft. Coming off turn number 4, here's your winner, the 75, Wally Beatty. Second spot going to the 56 is Stephen Ashcraft. Third, the 44 BJ of Brent Jones. And fourth spot goes to Jeff McGivney in the number 19. Rounding out the top five tonight, heat race number 1, the 69X of Kane Buckmeyer. Green flag. Heat race number 2 underway for the Buckmeyer Motorsports. USRA modifies Josh Graham trying to peek down to the inside of the number 27H of Frank Hoslinger. Josh Graham now new leader, but hot on his heels, the 25C Tommy Davis Jr. now running second in points. He's the defending champion in this class. The 25C takes over the lead coming off turn number 4. Tommy Davis Jr. out in front. Second spot, Josh Graham in that 15. Problems for the 25C up the racetrack, off the track for Tommy Davis Jr. Coming across the racetrack, we'll see if we can get it back to the pit area as Graham continues to lead. And Blackwell, right there in the 15B, runs in second spot. 25C clear of the track, up to third, the 23 of Stephen Neighbors. White flag in the air one more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for the 15 of Josh Graham. Checker flag, your winner, the 15, Josh Graham. The 15B of Thomas Blackwell finishes in second. Third spot goes to the 23 of Stephen Neighbors. Fourth spot goes to the 92 of Harry Horonis. And Charlie Knight in the 2K rounds out the top 5 here in heat race number 2. Kenneth Reed out in front. Tom Lorenz in the 84 right there on his heels. Kenneth Reed continues to lead. Tom Lorenz right there in second spot. Chase Raymond, your point leader in that number 1, runs in third. And Pepper Kirkendall in that 33 runs in fourth. Down to the inside. Chase Raymond trying to get by the 84 of Tom Lorenz as they're coming off turn number 4. He's got it. He's up to second. Sets his sights on the leader as they go into turn number 1. Chase Raymond for the lead as they go down the back straightaway into turn 3. New leader coming off turn number 4. Chase Raymond, your point leader in that number 1. Chase Raymond, once he got the lead, he's kind of checked out on this one. He'll be looking at the checkered flag this time. Your winner, the number 1 of Chase Raymond. Second spot going to the 36 of Kenneth Reed. Third, the 84 of Tom Lorenz. Fourth, the 33 of Pepper Kirkendall. And rounding out the top 5, it's Brandon Williams in that number 5. Jerry Cowart, and that number 22 leads him into 1, but right on that back bumper, the 123 of Brett Jensen. New leader as they go down the back straightaway into 3. Jensen now takes over the top spot. Cowart goes to second. Your point leader, Tommy Davis Jr., runs in third. Peeks down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get by Cowart, nothing doing. As Jensen leads him into turn number 3. Tommy Davis Jr. once again taking a peek down to the inside of the 22. Cowart giving him a little bit of room. Might not be the thing to do, but Tommy Davis Jr. jumps up to second spot. And that number 17, Cowart, going to third. And Dustin Thomas in the 17T in fourth. Jeff Jones in that 6M rounding out your top 5. Your winner, the 123 of Brett Jensen. Tommy Davis Jr. finishes in second. Third, fourth, and fifth. The 22 of Jerry Cowart. Holding off the 6M of Jeff Jones, who finishes in fourth, and Shane King in that K13 rounds out the top 5 in heat race number 1 for your USRA factory stocks. Green flag on heat race number 2. And that whole inside line went, and the outside line didn't. So the K10, who started outside front row, didn't go and went all the way to the back as they raced side by side coming off turn number 4. They are all over the U81 of Brendan Marshall. New leader, all the way from the back to the front, Keith Jackson in the 25J. Tommy McKinley in second, Tom Lorenz running in third. Side by side for fourth spot with Eddie Smith in the 2 and Brendan Marshall in the U81. But for now, it's the 25J of Keith Jackson leading the way. But Tommy McKinley, your 3-time Devil's Bowl champion, has won the championship the last 3 years in a row. Right there, putting the heat on the 25J as they go down the front straightaway. Keith Jackson continues to lead, but Tommy McKinley literally right there on his back bumper. Can't do anything with him. About a half a car length in between first and second. Then it's about 5 car lengths back to the 84 of Tom Lorenz. And then about another 6 to Eddie Smith in that number 2. White flag in the air one more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway. Keith Jackson opens the door just a hair coming off turn number 2, but McKinley can't get there. This is it. Coming off turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Your winner, the 25J of Keith Jackson. Started all the way at the back of the field and wins it. Second spot goes to the 71M of Tommy McKinley. Third, the 84 of Tom Lorenz. Fourth, the 2 car of Eddie Smith. And rounding out the top 5, the 23 of Don Jensen. Green flag. 8 laps around Devil's Bowl Speedway will make up heat race number 1. Oh. Patrick Daniel gets a little tap on the back bumper coming off turn number 2. Patrick Daniel out in front. Garen Lindsay and that number 24 car runs in second. Sean Jones in the number 24 runs in third. So problems for the 485. He's already retired from the heat race, the 485J of Tony Lindsay. Patrick Daniel continues to lead, keeps it pinned down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Has about a 2 car length advantage over the 24L of Garen Lindsay. And then Sean Jones in that number 24 runs in third. Then it's quite a ways back to the number 95 of Anthony Boatman. Patrick Daniel. Two laps to go for Patrick Daniel. Patrick with about a 3-car length advantage over the 24L of Garen Lindsay, and then the 24 of Sean Jones. So here we come, money lap, checker flag, out on heat race number 1, your winner, the 75 of Patrick Daniel. Garen Lindsay in the 24L finishes in second. Sean Jones in the number 3 finishes in third. And fourth, the number 95 of Anthony Boatman. Here we go, side by side, coming off turn number 4. Looks good, green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 for the late model. Oh, little door rubbing going down the front straightaway. As Billy Mazzell takes over the lead. 8 laps will make up the heat race. Completion of lap number 1. Mazzell out in front. Bo Batchnot hanging on to second spot. Sloppy Hog and that ZZ runs in third. Fourth, the 21L, Kelly Lockey. Sloppy Hog and that ZZ right there, challenging for this second spot, challenging the number 32, the Bo Batchnot, for that second spot. As they go into turn number 1, down to the inside, he's got the preferred line, pulls alongside. Can he wrestle it away? He does. Up to second, Sloppy Hog. Out in front, still the number 50 car of Billy Mazzell out of Frankston. White flag in the air. One more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for Billy Mazzell and the number 50. Sloppy Hog runs in second. Now coming along for third is Kelly Lockey out of Tyler. Off turn number 4, checker flag. Your winner, the number 50, Billy Mazzell. Second spot going to the ZZ of Sloppy Hog. Third, the 21L, that's Kelly Lockey. And fourth, the number 32 of Bo Batchnot. I don't think Wes liked that one. I think we're going to call that back. He'll put the yellow light back on. That is not a good start. All right, looking him over. Much better. Looks good. Green flag out. 3 wide going into 1. Trey Langley and that double zero. Oh, watch out, that wall coming up quick. Woo! For the 57S. Trey Langley out in front. All the way from the back to the front, Chase Allen in the number 1. Challenge for the lead as they go into turn number 3. Trey and that double zero Z still hanging on to it, but opening the door, going wide over there in 3 and 4. Chase Allen, new leader. Chase Allen. And now Boone Evans. And that 4JR running in second. Trey Langley, your early leader, has fallen to third. Here in heat race number 3. Trey Langley in that 00. At the top of turn number 2, he's trying to clear the Speedway. As we stay green, he comes to a stop, but I think we're going to be okay. Looking at the white flag this time for Chase Allen in that number 1. Checkered flag, your winner, the number 1 of Chase Allen. Second spot going to the 4JR of Boone Evans. Third, the 57R, that's going to be Ranger Shipman. Fourth, the 13 car, that'll be David Moore. Green flag is out. Two, 3 wide. Coming off turn number 2. Now coming off turn number 4. Matthew Holt leads them. 3 wide for a second coming off turn 2. Wow. Austin Mundy in that number 4 car. Down on the bottom side of the racetrack, up to 4th. Tucker Dowdy running in 5th in that 2X. Right there with him. Third spot belongs to the 33S of Briley Stone. Second spot, the 21S of Russell Shoulders. And your leader, the 16P, Matthew Holt. Nose to tail, 3rd, 4th, and 5th down the back straightaway. Briley Stone feeling the heat from the number 4 of Austin Mundy. Mundy takes a peek to the outside, diamonds the turn over there in turn number 1. The race for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Problems for the leader. Matthew Holt at 16P, problems. Russell Shoulders goes by for the lead with 2 laps to go here in heat race number 1. We got one off the track over here in turn number 4. Russell Shoulders out in front. Good start. Problems for the 16P of Matthew Holt. We saw that before the caution came out. He pulls it to the pit area as Russell Shoulders leads him. Austin Mundy now in second. Briley Stone in the 33S in third. Tucker Dowdy in the 2X fourth. Checkered flag, your winner, Russell Shoulders. Austin Mundy finishes in second. Briley Stone winds up third. Tucker Dowdy fourth. But it was close for that third spot. And Kobe Stubblefield, your defending track champion, rounds out the top 5 tonight in heat race number 1. Watch out, 4 wide for a second coming off turn number 2. Oh, watch out. One lap down. Remember, outside. You got to go to the outside of the cone. Here we go. Your point leader, the 10G, Marcus Thomas, on the move. Justin Fifield in that number 49. Thomas down to the bottom side, picks up the second spot down the back straightaway. CJ Duarte in that 10D continues to lead. Marcus Thomas in second, the V8 of Robert Vetter in third, the 49 car of Justin Fifield in fourth. Two laps to go for the 10D of CJ Duarte. Marcus Thomas reeling him in ever so slowly. This time they'll be looking at the white flag. Now only a couple of car lengths in between first and second. Thomas down to the bottom side. Duarte continues to hang on to it. Here we go into turn number 3 for the lead. CJ Duarte, your winner. Second spot going to the 10G of Marcus Thomas. Third, the V8 of Robert Vetter. Fourth, the 49 car of Justin Fifield. And rounding out the top 5, the 99B of John Ricketts. Woo! Wild finish there. Green flag. Joseph Casper in that number 24 leads them coming off turn number 4. David Burke in that number 6 car runs in second, side by side for third. Chad Wilson now all alone in third. Steve McMacken goes to fourth. The 2L of Logan Payne rounded out the top 5. Challenge for second coming off turn number 4 down to the inside. Chad Wilson in that number 20 car running in second. Joseph Casper in that number 24 continues to lead. Chad Wilson running in second. David Burke runs in third. Steve McMacken in the 41, fourth, and Martin Edwards in the 45, rounding out the top 5 here in heat race number 3 for your sprint cars. Martin now in that number 45, challenging for fourth. Tucks back in line down the back straightaway. 2 laps to go for Joseph Casper in the number 24. Chad Wilson continues to run in second in that number 20. David Burke in that number 6 car running in third. McMacken hanging on to fourth. White flag in the air one more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for the 24 of Joseph Casper. Chad Wilson reeling him in ever so slowly, but he's going to run out of laps. Checker flag, your winner, the 24 of Joseph Casper. Second spot going to the 20 car of Chad Wilson. Third, the 6 of David Burke. Fourth, the 41M of Steve McMacken. And rounding out the top 5, it's the 45 of Martin Edwards. Lights out, looking for the side-by-side start. Top 4 move on to the feature tonight. top 5 transfer to the feature. My bad. Top 5. Ten laps. Logan Sherb in the 11S out in front. The 2D of Michael Day running in second spot. Right now in that 5th and final transfer spot. Oh, problems for the 16 car of Matthew Holt. He keeps it on the track. Michael Kaluka in that 5th and final transfer spot. Directly in front of him, the 77 of Gary Ray Spears. Then up to 3rd is the number 2L of Logan Payne. The 2D is Michael Day, and then leading it is 11S of Logan Sherb. So watch that number 15, that purple number 15. Tries to better himself one spot. Does down the back straightaway. Next time by, the 11S of Logan Sherb should be looking at 2 to go. He's kind of checked out on this one. With Michael Day running in 2nd, Logan Payne in 3rd, Michael Kaluka 4th, and Gary Ray Spears in that 5th and final transfer spot. Can he get there? The 77, or excuse me, the 4B1 of Austin Burkham. Can he get by the 77 with the white flag out? Off turn number 4, your winner, the 11F. Woo, getting a little tight down there in 1. So these 5 will transfer. Logan Sherb in that 11S. He wins it. He moves on. The 2D of Michael Day in 2nd. The 2L of Logan Payne finishes in 3rd. Michael Kaluka, number 15, in 4th. And the 77 of Gary Ray Spears Jr. Those 5 move on to the feature tonight here at Devil's Bowl. 15 laps, side-by-side start, coming off turn number 4. Wally Beatty in that number 75 out in front. Kenneth Reed in the 36 in 2nd. Josh Graham in the 15 runs 3rd. Jeff McGibney for now in that 4th spot, but Stephen Ashcraft on the outside trying to take it away in that number 56. Pepper Kirkendall right there in the number 33. Also Thomas Blackwell, who led several laps last week, had a problem right there in the 15B, as it's a challenge for the 2nd spot. Caution on the Speedway. Caution on the Speedway. The number 13 car. Off turn number 4. Here we go. Back to green flag racing here in the Buckmeyer Motorsports USRA Limited Modified Feature. They'll be here next week. 2 nights, Saturday and Sunday. Problems for Jeff McGivney in the number 19. Off the track. Wally Beatty out in front. Josh Graham Side by side for second with Pepper Kirkendall. Kirkendall down the bottom side. Graham gets a little sideways, lifts, goes up the racetrack, opens the door for the number 1 of Chase Raymond, our point leader. Raymond up to third. Kenneth Reed in fourth. Thomas Blackwell rounding out the top 5. Steve Neighbors in the center up to 6 in that number 23. Chase Raymond all over the back bumper of Pepper Kirkendall. Stephen Neighbors trying to get up to fourth, side by side with Kenneth Reed. He's got it. Thomas Blackwell coming along to take over that 5th position as Kenneth Reed goes to 6th. Stephen Ashcraft right there as well, as Wally Beatty in the number 75 continues to lead, but that lead now only about 4 car lengths between Pepper Kirkendall and the number 1 at Chase Raymond. So first, second, and third, Wally Beatty in the 75. Second spot, Pepper Kirkendall. He opens the door for the number 1, Chase Raymond, picking up the second spot as he goes down the back straightaway in a 3. "15-lap feature event. 8 laps in, 7 to go. Wally Beatty. Trying to pick up his first feature win of the year here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Chase Raymond trying to reel him in. A little bit of lap traffic might play a part in this one, as Pepper Kirkendall continues to run in third. Stephen Neighbors in fourth. Oh, they get sideways. The 23 gets a little wide. Thomas Blackwell in the 15B hits him in the left rear. We stay green as Wally Beatty about 3 car lengths ahead. Blackwell now off the racetrack. Blackwell off the racetrack. The race for the lead tightening up, going into 3. Chase Raymond takes a little higher line. Wally Beatty continues to lead. Pepper Kirkendall right there in third. Stephen Neighbors missing that right side sheet metal in fourth. Thomas Blackwell in fifth. Caution on the speedway. The 44 BJ of Brent Jones up in smoke. Lights out, looking for the green flag coming off turn number 4. Wally Beatty in that number 75 has led it from the get-go. Here we go, green flag. Pepper Kirkendall in that number 33 picks up the second spot. Oh! Kenneth Reed hard in the side of the number 56, the 84 car. Also coming to a stop, the 2K. 4 cars. Yeah. 12 down, 3 to go. Off turn number 4. On the gas. Side by side for that second spot. Chase Raymond in the number 1. Problems over here in turn number 2. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. We'll have a complete restart. Problems for the number 5. Taking it to the pit area. Wally Beatty continues to lead. Stephen Neighbors in that number 23 challenging for the second spot with Chase Raymond as they come off turn number 4. 2 laps to go in the feature 4. Your Buckmeyer Motorsports USRA Limited Modifieds. Wally Beatty keeps it pinned down to the bottom side of the racetrack, continues to lead down into turn number 3, protecting the bottom side of the racetrack. He's giving, hey, if you want to go upstairs, go up there. But he's way out in front with the white flag waving. Wally Beatty, number 75. His dad ran that number years ago in the late model division here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Checkered flag, your winner, the number 75, Wally Beatty. Second spot going to the number 1 of Chase Raymond. Third, the 23 of Stephen Neighbors. Fourth, the 15B of Thomas Blackwell. And rounding out the top 5 is Stephen Ashcraft in that number 56. Looking for the side-by-side start coming off turn number 4. We are green in the feature event for the factory stocks. Jerry Cowart, then number 22, the white number 22, leads them with the 123 of Brett Jensen right there in second. The 6M of Jeff Jones runs in third. His car owner and teammate, the 71M, runs in fourth. Tommy McKinley now up to third in that 71M. And rounding out the top 5 is the 17 car of Tommy Davis Jr. Jensen trying to get the 22 of Jerry Cowart a little sideways, nose to tail, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And taking a peek to the outside and making it work is the number 17 of Tommy Davis Jr. Jensen right on the back bumper of Cowart. Jeff Jones also keeps it pinned down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Oh, Cowart and Jensen getting together. McKinley now on the outside trying to make the move for the lead coming off turn number 4. He's got it. Tommy McKinley at the point. Tommy Davis Jr. comes along in second. Jerry Cowart goes to third with Jensen in the 123. Brett Jensen in fourth, but he's being challenged for fourth by the 6M of Jeff Jones coming off of 4. Little beating and banging going on. Tommy McKinley in that 71M. Three-time defending track champion out in front. Halfway through the feature event for the USRA factory stocks. Tommy McKinley continues to lead, now with about a 3-car length advantage over Tommy Davis Jr. Brett Jensen continues to hold on to third. Jerry Cowart in fourth. Jeff Jones rounding out the top 5, and that's 6M. Now only about a car length in between first and second as they go down the front straightaway, heading into turn number 1. McKinley keeps it pinned down on the bottom. Tommy Davis Jr. taking a peek to the outside. Some lap traffic directly now in front of the leaders. As the K10 of Colton King right in front of the leaders. McKinley gets by. Ho! Touches him. Tommy Davis Jr. gets by. Now the U81. Next up for the 71M. Brendan Marshall in that U81 directly in front of the leader. The 71M of Tommy McKinley. Tommy Davis Jr. right there in the number 17. McKinley to the outside of the 22T. Oh, he comes down, opens the door slightly. Had to get on the binders. Once again, the 22T. Oh, watch out. Getting into the side of the 17 and the 71. We stay green. A little beat and rubbing is racing. Now McKinley. Way out in front. Tommy Davis Jr. running in second. Brett Jensen in third. Jensen now trying to get that second spot away. This is it. Money lap coming up. Checkered flag in the air. Your winner, the number 71M of Tommy McKinley. Second spot going to the 17 of Tommy Davis Jr. Third, the 123 of Brett Jensen. Fourth, the 22 of Jerry Cowart. And Jeff Jones in the 6M rounds out the top 5. First feature win of the year for the 71M, Tommy McKinley, here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. And he takes it to the pit area. Remember, all this is purely unofficial till it gets to the pay window. Here we go. Patrick Daniel in that number 75. Very familiar to victory lane here at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Keeps it pinned down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Chase Allen in that number 1 right there, running in second. He drifts high coming off turn number 2. Got a little push in the number 1 here in the early going in the feature for the late models. Billy Mazzell in that number 50 runs in third. The 24L, Garen Lindsay in fourth. Lindsay now taking a peek to the inside of the 50 down the back straightaway. Lindsay trying to wrestle the third spot away from the number 50 of Mazzell. He's got it coming off turn number 4. Patrick Daniel continues to lead. Track starting to dry out just a hair. Problems for the 50 car. The Sloppy Hog coming through. The ZZ, he's up to 4th. Sean Jones in that number 24, rounding out the top 5. Right on the back bumper of Sloppy Hog. ZZ Sloppy Hog. Problems for the 57 off the speedway. Patrick Daniel now starting to open it up on Chase Allen. Chase Allen feeling a lot of pressure from the 24L of Garen Lindsay. Garen Lindsay right there on the back bumper of Chase Allen as they go into turn number 1. Daniel in the number 75 puts the number 13 car of David Moore a lap down. Chase Allen still hanging on to that second spot. And Sean Jones, that number 24, runs in third. Or excuse me, the 24L of Garen Lindsay runs in third. Sloppy Hog runs in fourth. And Sean Jones rounds out the top five. Patrick Daniel, about a 10-car length advantage over Chase Allen. Then about another 10 car lengths back to the 24L of Garen Lindsay. Then it's the ZZ Sloppy Hog running in fourth. And Sean Jones and that number 24 rounding out the top five. 6 spots, the 4JR of Boone Evans. Bo Bedgenod and that number 7, and then at number 32 runs in 7th. And Philip Smith and the number 630 in 8th. Patrick Daniel and that number 75 started on the pole position in the heat, started on the pole position in the feature. Lots of lap traffic in front of the leader. He's going to have to deal with this. The first car is going to be that 485. Oh, problems over here in turn number 2. Woo! Almost got the leader. The number 50 car of Billy Mazzell around. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. They're all over. Here we go. Green flag out. 2, 3 wide. Patrick Daniel leads him off turn number 4. Chase Allen right there in second. The 24L of Garen Lindsay runs in third. Sean Jones and that 24 runs in fourth. He just got tapped by the ZZS Sloppy Hog coming off turn number 4. Sloppy Hog trying to loosen up the 24. He falls to 5th. As the 4JR of Boone Evans in 6th. Sean Jones now takes the top side of the racetrack. Again, takes a peek to the outside. He may make it work this time off 4. Nope, he falls back in line in that 4th position. Sean Jones in the number 24 trying to pass the 24L of Garen Lindsay. As the 75 picking up where he left off before that caution out in front. Chase Allen running in second, that number 1. Drifts high coming off turn number 2. As Garen Lindsay. Once again, Sean Jones of that 24 taking a peek to the outside. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Patrick Daniel in the number 75. White flag out for the number 75 of Patrick Daniel. He's got to negotiate the lap traffic, the number 13. He gets by the number 13 now. Clear sailing down the back straightaway. Caution on the speedway. Oh, 2 together coming off turn number 4. Oh, watch out. Oh. Woo. 2 laps to decide this one. 2 laps to decide it. Chase Allen going to the top side of the racetrack. Down on the bottom side, the 24L of Garen Lindsay. Chase Allen working the outside of the racetrack as Patrick Daniel gets the white flag one more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for the number 75 of Patrick Daniel. Garen Lindsay now running in second. Chase Allen goes to third. Sean Jones in fourth. Side by side for fifth. Checkered flag, your winner, the number 75 of Patrick Daniel. Your winner, the 75 of Patrick Daniel. Here he is, Devil's Bowl Speedway, coming off turn number 4, the 75 of Patrick Daniel. Second spot, the 24L of Garen Lindsay. Third, the number 1 of Chase Allen. Fourth, going to be the 24 of Sean Jones. And rounding out the top 5, it's Bo Bedgenod in that number 32. ZZ Sloppy Hog finishes in 6th. The 4JR of Boone Evans finishes in 7th. And Kelly Lockey in that 21L finishes in 8th. Here we go. Looking for the side-by-side start. We got it! Green flag! Oh, watch out! Oh! Red flag out. Red flag out. All right, lots of cars. Looks like the 4-car of Austin Monday. Hey, they say he's all right. All right, race fans, give him a round of applause. Wow. All right, here we go. So we lost about 4 cars on that exchange. Down to the inside of the racetrack, the 10G Marcus Thomas wrestles the top spot away from the 41 of McMacken. Joseph Casper runs in third. David Burke in that number 6 and 4. 2-3 wide racing. The 2X. Joseph Casper now up to second spot, coming off turn number 4. On the move, the number 20 car of Chad Wilson. Also the 2X of Tucker Dowdy. Marcus Thomas, winner here last week at Devil's Bowl Speedway, picked up the point lead as well. Now out in front, problems for the 77 off the track. Here comes the leader. Problems for the 77 off the speedway. Let's see if he can get it far enough off the track so we can stay green. Looks like he does. Moves it out of harm's way. We stay green. Now Marcus Thomas way out in front with Joseph Casper running in second, Steve McMacken third, David Burke in the number 6 fourth, and Chad Wilson rounding out the top 5. Chad Wilson in that number 20. Down to the bottom side of the racetrack, picks up the 4th position, puts a slide job on Burt. Burt comes back, picks up the 4th spot. Wilson once again, hard charge off the bottom side of the racetrack, picks up the 4th spot. Now sets his sights on McMacken. As here he is, here's your leader down the front straightaway, the 10G, Marcus Thomas. Oh, problems, watch out, leader. Caution on the speedway, caution on the speedway. The 15 of Michael Kaluka around between turn number 1 and 2. This is going to bunch the field back up. Here we go. Green flag. Wilson up to 3rd. McMacken goes to 4th. David Burt rounds out the top 5. Here comes Tucker Dowdy. And that 2X, Austin Mundy down on the bottom side of the racetrack trying to pick up 3 for 1 down the back straightaway. Oh, watch out. Right in front of Mundy, the 20 getting sideways at Chad Wilson. Marcus Thomas way out in front. Joseph Casper hangs on to 2nd. Chad Wilson in 3rd. Austin Mundy pins it down to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to wrestle a 3rd spot away from the number 20. Nothing doing to the outside around the 24. He's got him. Mundy goes down to the bottom side once again, trying to pick up a little moisture off the bottom. Nothing doing, but Chad Wilson now up to 2nd. Joseph Casper runs in 3rd, with Austin Mundy in 4th. Rounding out the top 5, the number 41 is Steve McMacken. David Burt in 6th in the number 6. We got to change Michael Day now in that 2D up to 6. Mundy trying to clear the number 24 does. Up to 3rd. 5 to go, 5 to go here in the free feature for the sprint cars. Marcus Thomas. Three wide down the back straightaway. Oh! Your leader coming off turn number 4. Then it's quite a ways back to Chad Wilson. Problems for the number 41. He's off the track. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. Here we go. Pacing off turn number 4. The 10G of Marcus Thomas. The 20 of Chad Wilson. The 4 of Austin Mundy. And the 24, Joseph Casper. Tucker Dowdy down to the inside. Trying to pick up the 4th spot from the 2D. Nothing doing. Marcus Thomas checking out on this one. Mundy now up to 2nd. Austin Mundy. Chad Wilson comes back, fights hard on the outside. He's up to 2nd. As Marcus Thomas continues to check out on this one. White flag in the air, white flag in the air. One more time around Devil's Bowl Speedway for the 10G of Marcus Thomas. Checkered flag. Here he is, Devil's Bowl Speedway, your winner tonight in the IMCA 305 Race Saver Sprint Cars, the 10G of Marcus Thomas. Finishing in second, the number 20 of Chad Wilson. And finishing in third, the 4 of Austin Mundy. Fourth, the 2D of Michael Day. Fifth, the 2X of Tucker Dowdy. Sixth goes to the 45 of Martin Edwards. Seventh is going to be the 2 car of Kobe Stubblefield. And eighth, the 2L of Logan Payne. That's the way they finish up tonight in your IMCA 305 Race Saver Sprints.